Hey honey bunnies, welcome to my channel. This is Chocolate is Natural and I'm so glad to be back with you guys. I haven't made a video in about 3 months because my baby Taryn is now 3 months old and she is just so wonderful and just such a joy. I feel so blessed to be her mom. I can't describe what it's like to be a mom, and I'm 39 years old right now, and I never knew the type of love that you have for a child until I had mine, of course, because I didn't have any kids. So everything is going well. I'm just so glad. That's her. I have her. She's down here, but everything is going. I'll show you guys her in a minute. But everything is going well. She is doing great. She's just a lovely, happy baby. She wakes up happy every single morning. She wakes up smiling and laughing and giggling and just cracking herself up. And you know, that's the way we should wake up anyway. We should wake up every day thankful and happy and just glad to be alive. So whenever I see her in the morning times, it just really brightens up my world. I just cannot stress that enough. It just when I see her smile and when she look at me and she realizes it's me and she just start cracking up laughing, I mean, that is just everything to me. I just absolutely love it. So I want to talk about my delivery. So she was born on April 30th and around 8:08 in the morning, and it was a good delivery. I had a C-section because 4 years ago I had a myomectomy. So because of that, I have to have a C-section. So I had a C-section. That healing was actually a lot easier than the healing from the myomectomy. The myomectomy healing was harder to me, but the C-section healing was a whole lot easier. I thought it was going to be really, really difficult. The only time that the pain was extremely excruciating was that first night when I came home from the hospital with her. I took too long to take my pain medication, and the pain was just so bad. I just started crying. The pain was just like, it was horrible. I just started crying because I was in so much pain, and then I still had to get up and, you know, take care of her. And girl, what you doing? What you doing? Huh, girl? Oh. Okay, let me get her. She wants to be in the video. Okay. If she looks at the camera, anyway, she'll look at the camera when she feels like it. But anyway, this is Taryn, y'all, and that's her head. Taryn, turn around so they can see you, girl. All right, but anyway, she'll turn around when she feels like it. But this is Taryn, y'all. She is 3 months old. Hey, girl, turn this way. Here, turn that way. There she is. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Tell everybody hi. So I have to keep a bib on her because she is a slobber monster. She just slobbers every single where. So this is Taryn. This is the girl that caused me to be on bed rest for 4 months. Yeah, so I was out of work, y'all, for a total of 6 months. 4 months bed rest, 2 months of, you know, prenatal, maternity leave. I only had 8 weeks. I was hoping I could get 12, but short-term disability only paid me for 8 weeks. And even then, I was only getting 60% of my income, so I had to go back to work. I had to. We got a mortgage and daycare, so I had no other choice but to go back to work. I wish I could be a stay-at-home mom, but we got bills, okay? So anyway, I just want to tell you guys, 9 days after I delivered her, I had to go back to the hospital because I had pre-eclampsia. And the doctors, they described it as, well, not described it, but they called it pregnancy-induced hypertension. So basically, pregnancy-induced hypertension is the same as pre-eclampsia. And I didn't know that after you deliver, that it's a possibility that you can get pre-eclampsia. I just thought that was just during pregnancy. And when I was there at the hospital, they told me, no, you can get preeclampsia up to 6 weeks postpartum. So let me tell you what sent me to the hospital. It was on a Friday. Like I said, it was 9 days. That was the 8th day. On a Friday, the eighth day after I had delivered her, I got this headache, and it was a strange headache. It wouldn't go away with the pain medications. I was on Tylenol with codeine and ibuprofen, and they are some strong medications. That headache would not go away at all. So I knew something was strange, but I just really didn't know. So then the next morning, I went to sleep. I still had the same headache, and it was horrible. Whenever I laid down or sat down, the headache was just excruciating. It was the worst headache I ever had in my life. But if I stood up, the headache would go away. So I knew something was wrong. So I went to the kitchen. I drank some Coca-Cola because during my pregnancy, instead of taking pain medication, I would drink Coca-Cola whenever I would get a headache, and my headache would go away because of the caffeine. So I tried that with the when I had the headache, and I drank a full glass of Coca-Cola. The headache went away for about 2 to 3 seconds, and after that it came back again. So I was doing some research, and it was saying that it was talking about preeclampsia, how you can have it postpartum. So I was like, I need to contact my doctor because this is just ridiculous. I mean, the headache was just horrible. And my mom was here. And let me tell you about that. So my mom came here a week before I delivered. Unfortunately, she got sick after Poo-Poo was born, and so she wasn't able to help me because she had a fever and coughing, and she just wasn't feeling good. It was like a cold or like a flu. So she wasn't able to help me. She's always pulling my hair. But she wasn't able to help me with my baby because she was sick. So I called my doctor. The doctor on call said, sounds like you need to go to the ER. And I'm so glad that God laid it on my heart that I needed to take care of this situation and don't let it get any worse. Because when I arrived at the ER, my blood pressure was 186 over 101. If I had waited any longer, I could have had a stroke or a seizure. My blood pressure was just that high. 186 over 101. That is like crazy. So they called my doctor. They wanted to transfer me to the hospital where I delivered her, which was about 30 minutes away. They had to wait till my blood pressure went down before they could transfer me. I went by ambulance to the hospital. They had to wait till my blood pressure went down, and they were giving me magnesium for the blood pressure to go down. It took a couple of hours for my blood pressure to go down. And then I was transferred to my hospital where I delivered her. I was in the hospital for 3 days. The third day they sent me home. I still had a little pain right here on the side of my head, but my doctor said they've done everything that they could do for me. It's just gonna take time for the pain to go away. It was a slight pain. It wasn't like it was when I had to go into the hospital, because that pain was just like, oh, it was horrible. It was a horrible, horrible pain. Are you ready to get back in your chair? probably not. So anyway, my hospital is great where she was delivered. The nurses were really awesome. The doctor on call, she was really nice. I remember her from when I had my myomectomy. They sent me home and I had to take blood pressure pills for 3 weeks. 2 days before my doctor's appointment, he told me to stop taking it to see if my blood pressure would regulate on its own, and it did. So I was only on blood pressure pills for 3 weeks. And everything went back to normal. But I'm making this video so that to tell you that if you notice something after you deliver, if you notice something is not right with your body, then you need to contact your doctor. If I had just waited and said, oh, you know what, it's going to go away, I'll just, wait with time and allow it to go away on its own. If I did that, I would have been in trouble, serious trouble, because my doctor on call said that I would have had a stroke or a seizure at the house if I had waited any longer. At 11 a.m., that's when we went to the ER. And it was scary. For one, I was away from my baby, and that hurt. I was like calling, wanting to see how she was doing. I just missed her. It was 9 days after I delivered, and I just really missed her. And she stayed with my mom, and I just really, really missed her while I was in the hospital. Matter of fact, Mother's Day, I was in the hospital. Mother's Day, I was in the hospital, just recovering, getting better. But after that situation, things got a lot better. I healed very well after my C-section. So 8 weeks later, I returned to work after being off for 6 months. And I can tell you, from being off work from 6 months, it takes a while for your mind to get back into the groove of things. Physically, I was there at work, but mentally, I was not there at all. I couldn't offer anything. I couldn't suggest nothing. I was just there. Because for one, I was sleep deprived. Poo-poo does not sleep all night. No, she does not. She does not sleep all night. So, waking up 2 and 3 times in the middle of the night to do the feedings and change diapers and having to be at work, it was a challenge. And let me tell you this, and it still is a challenge. My body is still getting adjusted to being at work. It's getting better, but it's a challenge. It's definitely a challenge. So that is Poo-Poo, and we call her Poo-Poo and Poopily Doopily Poopily and whatever else we want to call her. But she is just the love of my life and just the sweetest little thing in the world. Her is just the sweetest little thing in the world, isn't she? She's just the sweetest little thing in the world. Look at that. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Look at those cheeks. Everybody just love her cheeks. Yeah, this is my little thick baby. This is my little thick baby. Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for staying in there, holding on with me. I'm gonna try and do more videos. You know how it is when you're a first-time mom. You're just trying to, really get adjusted to everything. But slowly I'm getting adjusted. Okay, guys. Well, that is it. I don't want to have this video to be so long and everything. I just want to come in and check in with you guys and just say hello to you guys and let you see the poopy. See how my poopy is doing. All right. So, God bless everyone. And, just take care. And for everyone who has sent me inboxes thanking me for sharing my story on fibroids and having a polyp, I really do appreciate the emails. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to shed some hope, shed some my side of the story to I knew other women were going through the same thing, and I just wanted to share my story with you guys. So I'm really grateful that I was able to touch other women who were dealing with fibroids and that were pregnant. All right, well, thank you guys so much. What is this girl doing? Hey, girl. Hey, girl. All right, well, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, bye-bye. Say bye. Tell them bye.